The land is truly a holy place for people of all faiths and for people of none, I feel.
I think there's something very important about bearing witness and about the physical aspect of going on a trip like this.
And I think this trip actually changed a lot of the things that I knew before or that I expected.
Israel-Palestine is in the background of a lot of the conflicts in the world today, particularly the interreligious conflicts that we see.
How is it when you have different religious beliefs? How do you reconcile that when you're working for peace?
We take students of different faiths to experience the region, to see what the different Abrahamic faiths have in common that is reflected in that region. And for some of our students going there, it is partly a pilgrimage. It's a very significant thing for them to pray at the Al-Aqsa Mosque or to go to the church that remembers the death and resurrection of Jesus. But we're social scientists and they're coming from the religious to understand the political much better. So they're really immersing themselves in the three religious narratives of the region in order to see the political implications. Because one of the reasons why the peace process is stalling in many ways, I think, is because people aren't understanding the meaning of the religious tensions that are there.
It's an amazing experience.
It's very challenging.
Very intense. Every single day we had a full itinerary.
Spent most of our time in Jerusalem.
The Dome of the Rock, the Holy Sepulchre, the Western Wall.
But then went into the West Bank, up to Nazareth.
There was also a section in the part where we went to visit a refugee camp as well, for example, in Palestine.
We visited the Dead Sea, we went to Masada.
We spent one night with a Palestinian family, and we also spent one night celebrating Shabbat with a Jewish family.
We actually spent a night with a Christian Palestinian family on the Orthodox Christmas Day.
So you get to know the families and their perspectives.
To learn from the people who are living there, the narratives they have, the perspectives they have.
We really got to kind of immerse ourselves within that and try and kind of understand where people were coming from.
This is a conflict about which there are very stark and fixed opposing views. And what our students find when they get out there is that they meet people of very varied perspectives. It's a very complex situation in which even within one faith tradition, one community, there are multiple perspectives. So we find that students come back with a greater sense of nuance about the situation and oftentimes a bit more confused than when they went out there, which is probably no bad thing.
Revealed to me even to be more complex than I imagined. I think that sometimes we tend to think that this conflict is only between Palestinians and Israelis and like two sides very well defined. However, when you go there, you realize that this is more blurred.
I went away with the feeling that there are many people, there are different organizations that are committed to working for peace. And when we see them, these are people from different backgrounds, from both sides, who are working together, and they do give me hope.
Gave me a better understanding of what are the challenges and the struggles. So now I'm not so quick perhaps to jump through either side, but to take the time for us to listen.
In some ways it sort of reaffirmed things I believe, but in other ways it very much just gave me a deeper appreciation for the people that are there who are working for peace.
I mean, yes, you see the complexity on the ground, but also you see many lights of hope. You see many different NGOs working towards peace. I do believe that there will be a compromise between people in that region to actually come up with something.
Among these different peace building efforts, they have different ideas of how it would look like, how eventually the Holy Land would look like, and where the Israelis would live, where the Palestinians would live. And I left with this worry, wondering, well, they all have this hope for peace, but they have different ideas of how it would look like. And my hope is that they don't clash with each other, that somehow they would find common ground within each other and consolidate their strengths to work for peace.
We take 18 students and we're really looking for people interested in interfaith work, in reconciliation work and conflict resolution. It's a great opportunity which is enormously subsidised, so we want people who are really going to benefit and take the experience that they have into their future lives and the work that they do in their communities and in their workplace.
I always try to invite people to apply. I think for me at least, it has been the highlight of my stay here at the LSE.
If you have the opportunity to apply for this program, you have to do it. Grab the opportunity with two hands.